Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So it's been a really long time since I've done any kind of makeup review, and if you guys are familiar with my channel, you would know it's because I've been so busy vlogging my most recent pregnancy. But now that my daughter is finally here, I thought now would be a good time to start doing my makeup reviews again. So I'm gonna do one today for you guys. And the product that I'm going to be reviewing today is the Milani Conceal and Perfect 2-in-1 Foundation and Concealer. So I was in Walgreens the other day and I really went in there to only grab a jug of water and somehow ended up in the cosmetic aisle, but what else is new? And I saw this foundation, and in my city we never have anything new, so I had to grab it and I'm going to try it out today. So first things first, this is the bottle that the foundation comes in. And it has a pump, which is really good for sanitation reasons and also because you're going to be able to save a lot of product this way, so that's awesome. I got mine in the color Amber, which was the second darkest shade that they had at my local Walgreens. There are 14 shades in total for this foundation, however, and I'm going to do a color swatch for you guys. I paid roughly around $10 for this foundation as well, which is a pretty good price point. And as far as what the foundation promises, I'm just going to go ahead and read it right off the bottle. It says it is going to provide a medium to full coverage. It's lightweight. It has an oil-free formula. It's long-wearing, water-resistant, and sweat-proof. Okay, so the one thing that I'm always looking for as far as my foundation is concerned is how well it covers, because I do suffer from hyperpigmentation, as you can see. And in my recent pregnancy, you know, I had some skin issues. So I'm looking to see how well this foundation is going to cover. As you can see, I have no makeup on my face. My skin has already been prepped, it's washed and moisturized, so let's get started. To apply my foundation, I'm going to be using my IT Cosmetics flat kabuki brush. You guys know I absolutely love this brush. It's awesome for applying foundation, so this is what I'm going to be using today. So this is how much is on my brush. It's about 2 little pumps here. So here's one side of my face done with the foundation. I'm already going to tell you immediately that this is definitely a medium coverage foundation. I will apply one more light layer to see if it is something that is buildable to a full coverage foundation. So now I'm going to zoom in so that you guys can really see how well it's covering these hyperpigmentation marks that I have right here. So this foundation is supposed to be a concealer as well, so I do have dark under eye circles. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to attempt to conceal one side and show you guys what it looks like in comparison. So here's one side concealed and the other side. You can definitely see a difference between the two eyes. So first things first, I think the color Amber is a little light for my skin, but like I said, this was the second darkest shade that they had at my local Walgreens. The darkest shade, which I believe was chestnut, was definitely too dark for me, so this is what I had to work with. As far as the coverage, I will say that I do think that this foundation is a medium coverage foundation. I do still see some marks of hyperpigmentation coming through, so I know it's not completely full coverage. It does feel pretty lightweight. It doesn't really feel like I'm wearing any makeup, and I do think that the finish of this foundation is like a demi matte. It's not completely matte. There is some shine to this foundation. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go ahead and kind of let it sit and settle. I'm going to go ahead and finish the rest of my face, and I will see you guys in just a second. Okay guys, so I've gone ahead and I finished up the rest of my face. If you guys have any questions at all about what products I'm wearing, they will all be listed in the description box below. But this is the foundation right now. And you know what, you guys, I actually really like it. I think the finish is really pretty. So far, it looks pretty good, in my opinion anyways. So I'm gonna go ahead and finish up the rest of my day. You know, I've got some mommy duties, I've got some errands to run, all that good stuff, and I'm just gonna see how well this foundation holds up, and I will check in with you guys a little later. Hey guys, okay, so I am back. As you can see, I am getting ready for bed. I am exhausted. I had a very full day. I had mommy duties, I ran errands, I ate, I was outside in the elements, so my face has been through it all. And for the most part, I think that this foundation held up really well. I still feel like the coverage is really good. And as far as all the things that it promised, as far as the medium to full coverage, that is true. Initially, it is a medium coverage foundation that can be built up to a full coverage foundation. It says that it is lightweight. However, as the day kind of progressed, I did start to feel like I was wearing makeup. Like right now, I really kind of do want to wash my face. So I don't think it's the most lightweight formula. It says it's oil free, and I definitely can agree with that. I don't feel like it's oily or greasy or anything of that nature. And it says it is sweat and water resistant. Now I don't know about the water, but I was under bright lights because I was filming a little bit today as well, and I did start to perspire, but the foundation held up through that as well. So everything that it's promised pretty much for the most part is true. I do want to go ahead and do a close-up of my face so you guys can see how the foundation looks after about 8 hours of wear. So for the most part, as you can see, the foundation has held up pretty well as far as coverage. There isn't really much hyperpigmentation that is coming through. There is a little bit of shine, and that's normal for me, like right here around the corners of my nose. I usually always get oily there. But as you can see, as far as the coverage is concerned, it has held up pretty well throughout the day. I do want to mention that this foundation will settle in some fine lines and wrinkles if you do have them. You can see where it's kind of settled under my eyes. So I would definitely suggest using a good primer with this foundation. I did not do that, but I think with a good primer that should be able to help with the creasing and the settling and the fine lines. But overall, I do think that this foundation is a good foundation, especially for the price point. You're only paying $10, and for the most part, it does exactly what it promises it's going to do. So I'm going to have to definitely say that this foundation is a thumbs up. So you guys, that was my review on the Milani 2-in-1 foundation and concealer. If you guys like this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up, subscribe so you don't miss any future videos, and I will see you guys next time. Bye!